Alright, ladies, gentlemen, and of course everybody who identifies in between, we are back playing more Runescape. We're going to put some music on, we're going to relax, we're going to have a good time. Sorry, I just thought I heard something. Anyway, yeah, we're going to have a good time, we're not going to stress too much. I'm so fucking tired. I did not sleep at all last night, just through pain. And it was another one of those days where I was like, do I really want to stream today? And the answer is yes. Because I actively enjoy streaming. You know? Let's see how we get on though. Has my computer crashed whilst I've been away? I don't know. Did I just not restart my second browser when after it last crashed? Have I used it since? I don't know. Getting new shiny hardware is great until you have instabilities and you're like, right, what's causing it? And the thing is, it's annoying because it benchmarks fine. You know, I can run looping benchmarks, whatever, and it doesn't have an issue, but then it'll just randomly be like, no, I'm gonna crash. Like, awesome. 10, you know, 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Right, sorry, I was quiet. I was just thinking. So, the plan for today is the usual. Creed, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. You're okay-ish. I'm tired as all hell. I didn't get to sleep last night because I was in ridiculous amounts of pain. I am still in ridiculous amounts of pain, by the way. And I'm also tired, which to be fair is completely expected, right? Don't sleep, you're tired. Who would have thought? So we'll see how this goes. We shall see. We have a different drink. We're actually having a beer today. An alcohol-free beer. It's been sat in my fridge for a few days. And I was like, you know what? I want to have this while streaming. And with it being alcohol-free, doesn't matter what time I'm drinking it, right? Right, so we've messaged a few people. We'll see anybody who comes along, apart from Creed. Creed is a legend. Creed, can you test the bots for me, by the way? Well, the bot is still as much a troll as ever. Thank you very much for letting me know. I was trying to remember the commands. Smoked! Welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Guys, I have bought so much cool shit with Black Friday for the studio. All stuff to get me ready for recording videos. But how are you doing, Smoked? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Just waking up, how you doing? I am so fucking tired, man. I didn't sleep last night because I was in tremendous amounts of pain. And now I'm just like a zombie. Like a zombie. I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beer. Because it's no alcohol, so I can drink it whenever I want. No worries, Creed, no worries. If you can leave a look, I'd appreciate it. If not, have a good day. No worries, Creed. Thank you for the look, man. One moment, guys. Right, sorry, I was just very quickly blowing my nose and I didn't think you guys want to see that. Right, so 99, guys. We are 82% of the way there. We are 82% of the way there from where we started. Which is not too bad. Closer than I thought we were going to get. Nice smoke, do it. Mr. Mo, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. You did read about the sleep had problems sleeping too? I did, unfortunately, I did. I am very tired today. But what can you do about it? The answer is not a lot. The answer is not really a lot you can do about it. No worries, smoked, no worries. Jace, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Nice, Mr. Mo, nice. I like it. What about you? I'm very tired, unsurprisingly. So this is not going to be a very good representation, Jace, for you being on one of my streams, because I'm tired of shit, right? And we'll see how I manage. Guys, don't forget to roll in chat. Nope, can't win. GOTS bot is hateful. At least you got some sleep, man. Although I don't know what's worse, little sleep or no sleep. Little sleep is worse, often wake up feeling worse than before I went to sleep. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I wouldn't have got a lot of sleep anyway. So, like, am I really missing out that much? Now it's like paper. You don't tell that my voice hurts either. I've had a sore throat the last few days. What's the new webcam? What do you mean? There will be no new webcam until I move into the studio. And also I'm waiting for Cody to send me the capture device required to use it. Yeah, Jace, do you want to see my slightly over the top webcam? Or my slightly over the top what will hopefully become my webcam? Because I don't know if it's going to work until I do it, right? I'll go. Awesome. This is my slightly over the top future webcam. What do you reckon? Slightly over the top? Maybe. Oh, and it brought my capture. Thank you. I mean, it will be a webcam. Do I take pictures? Not much anymore. I brought the capture, guys. It's a full frame DSLR. Use self on the webcam. Good choice. Good choice. I'm still invisible. I just don't have Discord open on my desktop right now. Let me open it. And loading. We're loading, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got what you meant. And I'm pretty sure everyone did. Right, there we go. I did, however, change up some of the settings on this webcam. And I feel like it looks a little better. I don't know, maybe. You did some manual labour today, you say? What kind of manual labour are we talking? Moving wood from one place to another. That is definitely something. Oh, you've not seen Jace, look. I'm a rainbow person. I have all the rainbow gear. Because naturally I've got to be fabulous, right? I'm not fabulous in real life, but I can at least do it in a game. I don't know the conversion. I don't know the conversion from crowns to pounds. Serene Spirit. 135 rune arrowheads. Now that is something that I'm quite happy with. Fair enough, Red. Fair enough, Red. You came along like a prick in my vein, and you make me hot, but you make me insane. Yeah, and you gave me the drugs and you took them away. You made me a junkie, you don't really love me, you just got me hooked. First you gave me the drugs and you took them away, till I cried and I shook. You got some snow, you say? Nice. I either cry or get high like a loser. Guys, I'm drinking a beer. 230. Because it's alcohol free and I can. It's great. Ruins, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. We had another Jason chat. I know. No, my memory ain't the best right now, you know? You are great also. I'm glad that you're doing well, my friend. Guys, can I part exchange my body for a new one? You know? Yeah, because they've never been on Twitch before, as far as I know. Oh. Coda, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Or should I say, welcome to the not quite as terrible Good Morning America. And that is an inside joke most people will not understand. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. You have a Dungeons and Dragons idea for your Spectrum. It's a short. You can send me anything you want. Just play on Discord somewhere. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Sorry guys, I'm just singing. I'm that tired, I don't even know what to say. You cold, you should probably sleep some clothes on. Yeah, but... Killer Jules, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. And let the sun rain down on me. I'm in one of those moods today, guys. I am sleep drunk. All tired drunk. Lack of sleep drunk. I don't know what to describe it as. Welcome back, Creed. I have severely reduced inhibitions due to a lack of sleep. I am drinking non-alcoholic beer, and it is non-alcoholic, not low alcohol. Nah, I gotta stream. I didn't sleep last night because of the sheer amount of pain I was in, and I'm still in excruciating pain. If I'm being quite honest, I'm just very good at hiding it. I need a good, like, rub down or something, you know? I'm trying to work out if that's lyrics, Kota. Your net is so slow right now and you want to play games? Dreadful. So testosterone boys and harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? Testosterone boys and harlequin girls, will you dance to this beat and hold a lover close? Jace, did you reply to Red's message? I do not believe you did. It is lyrics. Alright. I'm not losing my mind completely then. Red didn't tag you in it, so in your defense, Red didn't reply or tag you in it. Red, if you'd like to ask the question again. It gets complicated sometimes, like being in a chat with lots of people who are sometimes talking to me and sometimes talking to each other. Yeah, I thought it was. Wait, so... Oh, no, that was the question you asked me. Listen, I somehow read forum as Discord. Okay. Obviously not, Red. It's a joke. Plus, what is that, like? DDR2? DDR3 or something? Everything I have is DDR4, my friend. I get so annoyed I just rip it out. So guys, interesting fact, overnight while I didn't sleep, I opened a video editor for the first time. And I think it is very safe to say I have zero fucking clue what I'm doing. I have done animation before, so I'm imagining the skills are somewhat transferable when it comes to like timelines and syncing sound and things. I'm guessing it's somewhat transferable skills. Hopefully. Nice, thank you for spending 6 hours. Rubicon Smith said nice. So pour the champagne, pour the champagne. I chimed in with a haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door, no. Ugh. Guys, today's gonna be interesting. I'm trying not to yawn so much. I might get more caffeine, but that's just gonna mess with my sleep pattern further down the line, you know. I'm not surprised you've been lugging wood around. You've been handling all of the wood, Red. And I'm very proud of you. Handling wood is not a simple task, you know? Handling wood over and over again, very complicated. I'm very proud of you. Good afternoon, War. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. I'm very, very tired. I didn't sleep last night due to pain. I'm currently in tremendous amounts of pain. And I'm just suppressing it. We'll see how long that goes on for. Yeah, hopefully. It's 9 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. Time to get up, get dressed, take your meds. Do it, Coda. Have your morning cocktail, my friend. So, what has everybody been up to so far today? Still working on the salty title. Nice, nice. Breakfast, workout, shower, painting. What about you? Jace, I'm sorry that I missed the workout, and I'm definitely sorry that I missed the shower, you know? What have I been up to? I've been seeing my baby nieces today. I keep calling them babies, but they're like 14 months now. They're like toddlers. They're running around and shit, you know? I went and saw them. I went and did some shopping because I had to do some shopping today and get electric and things. I did a little bit of my online course. Got full marks so far. I'm doing pretty well. Honestly, it's pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been studying about content for a long time, so it's mostly stuff that I know. It's just that this is actually a certificate in it rather than me just learning random things. I appreciate it. Being able to, like, process and reuse information, I think, is a key sign of intelligence. Like, just your ability to regurgitate random information, I don't think it's a sign of intelligence. It's a sign of memory. It's a sign of, you know, being able to assimilate information, but it's not... If you can't use that information in other situations, you know, if you can't extrapolate beyond the very basics that you've learned, then I don't think you're very intelligent. I'm sorry to say it. You know? Hot take here. Reddy's like, I'm bowing out of this real quick. Guys, 98 wood cutting. Let's go. But yeah, in my opinion, and it is my uneducated opinion, that a sign of intelligence is your ability to extrapolate from the information that you already have and apply it to other situations. You'll be working on your div, do it. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. And what does everybody have planned for the rest of the day? My plan is sleeping at some point. Jeez. I can't stop yawning. No good sign. Sleeping at some point. Folding monk stuff. I might do more of my course, I don't know. This yawning is no fun. Onyx, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Welcome to the chat. I'm very tired. I did not sleep at all last night. I was in and continue to be in incredible pain. I know you did. He was just coming over for a little visit. I headed over there early before he came here, and then I could see the twins for a little while. Yeah, yeah. How's your day going so far? What have you been up to? We've got something new in chat, Onyx. We've got Jace. Jace's first time in any stream on Twitch, and the first time on my stream, of course. You're new as well, Los Nachos. Welcome, welcome. Helping Dad at his workplace. Nice, nice. Looking in awe. Why are you in awe, my friend? There is nothing awesome about me, okay? You disagree? Well, thank you. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to, but... the amazing thing about us humans, we all have different opinions. Playing 2 characters at once is awesome. Well, thank you. If that makes you feel good. I actually play 3 accounts at once when I play off stream. And soon I will be playing 3 on stream when I move into the studio, which is getting closer and closer to being ready by the day, guys. I've got to wait for my blind to be delivered. My LED lights will take forever to be delivered, but yeah, whatever. Buying things from China is like that, you know. Unfortunately, the place where my chat is where my my 3rd account would be if I was playing 3 accounts, and I couldn't see chat, right? Which would be a bit of an issue, seeing as I'm a streamer, and I'm expected to interact with chat. Not being able to see chat, big issue. My 3rd account is only free to play though. I already pay Premier Club 2. I have 2 monitors. But when I move into the studio, I'll be having a 3rd monitor. Well, technically, I'll be having 4 monitors. But one of them's literally a mini monitor just for monitoring my camera output, so that doesn't really count. Read on your phone. Yeah, but when I'm reading on my phone, I have to look down here. You know? That's not... it's not very, yeah. So I will have 3 monitors when I move into the studio. I've not decided, because I have a portrait and a landscape monitor at the moment. And I've not decided if I want my other monitor to be portrait or landscape. Because portrait takes up a lot less space, and to be fair, I prefer portrait monitors for most things. So it's probably going to end up being portrait, but then people are going to look at me like I'm weird. People are going to be like, yo, what the fuck is up with your monitors? And I'm going to be like, it works for me, you know? Like, leave me be. So how's your double XP treating you? We got 99 divination, and we've done 12 levels of woodcutting. We got 1 more to go for... we just got 98, maybe 5-10 minutes ago. And then we're just grinding through to get this last 99 of DXP. You can see my skills right here if you are on a big enough monitor. If not, then tough luck, I guess. I don't know. I'm not reading out all my levels, you know? Like that's... No, that's not happening. But if you are enjoying the content, do consider... You could make a command, yeah, but I'd have to update the command like every other day. So... That's not going to happen. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Spec or Spectrum. You can call me either, I don't mind. I'm autistic. I'm disabled, and I play RuneScape on Twitch every single day. I'm live every day, 7 days a week. So, like, if you're enjoying the content, maybe follow. Like, you don't have to if you don't want to, that's okay. I'm not going to force you. You can just be a one and done kind of person. Or you can stick around, get to know everybody, become part of the community. Lost Nachos, welcome, thank you, and welcome again. I was going to say something else, but I forgot what I was going to say, I'm not going to lie. It is lovely to have new people in chat. So I'm presuming you're a RuneScape player. How long have you been playing? And where are you up to in your RuneScape career? Are you maxed? Are you comp? Are you new? Let me know. 18 years, damn. I've been playing since 2005. So, however long that is. This is a relatively new account. It's only a couple of years old. My original account got hacked and botted on. Fun times. You're maxed and boring. You're just not playing enough instances of the game. You know, start playing 2 accounts or 3 accounts. That spices it up a little bit. go 200 mil all. I mean, that is certainly something you can do if you really want to. Or make millions of arrows. That is true, I did make 5 million rune arrows from scratch. Doing all the woodcutting, smithing, mining and fletching myself. I did do that. And then I made 1000 Elder Rune plus 4 pickaxes. Once again doing all the mining and smithing myself. You're enjoying chatting and going for some skills, that's great. Did you make good money? I mean, I'm sitting on basically max cash. So I can't complain really. Guys, I'm too warm. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. Well, I'll take off my long sleeve, but I'm not taking anything else off because, well, Twitch will ban me. And I'm not that kind of stream, guys. I know that there's probably at least like one person in this chat who would want to see that. Not naming any names, of course. You can stream without a shirt on. Technically, as long as you got your nipples covered, you can. But I'm not taping my chest because I have body hair. Okay. You can stream without a shirt on. You can take your glasses to make it more. Yeah, but that's not going to make me more comfortable, right? That's not going to make me more comfortable, and that's the aim here, right? Like it's great, you know. Sorry, I have a pain disorder, so you'll notice quite often when I'm streaming, I have to readjust how I'm sitting, like every 10 minutes or something. It's just because I hurt, I'm in pain. Wear a hat. No, because I'm too warm. I mean, I promise you, if you get to know me, you will understand that I do not believe in sane and logical thought processes. Okay? I'm just saying, the more you get to know me, the more you will understand how little I believe in sane and logical people. Because I truly believe they don't exist. Well, the thing is, you're either... In my experience, you are either one or the other. You're either logical and completely insane, like me. I'm a very logical person, but I'm tapped, you know? Or you are completely sane, but you have zero logic or common sense, right? Like, I find 99% of people fall into one of those two groups. There is a very rare subset of people that happen to somehow be logical and sane. I don't know how they manage it. Those people, we should like dissect their brains and find out why they're logical and sane, and maybe learn to bottle it, and then everybody can drink it and everybody can work to the peak performance, right? That might be excessive. You know, that might be a little excessive now I've said it out loud. You know, don't go bottling people's brains. I can't believe I have to say this on stream. Don't do that. But, in all seriousness, I do find most people... Now, it depends. I never thought I'd be getting into this on stream. Right, so, guys. What I'm about to say is from a purely legal standpoint. Right? What I'm about to say is from a purely legal standpoint. On the Spectrum Media and myself as Spectrum do not condone cannibalism. But cannibalism is legal in like all but 3 countries. It is completely legal. You're allowed to do it. Surprisingly enough, you are not allowed to murder somebody and then eat them. But you are welcome to eat somebody if they give you the permission. You know? Or in like, you know, extreme survival situations and things. Like, that's legal. Look it up. There's only like 3 countries in the world what they outlawed it. It's insane. Because most countries go, you know what? Like, our laws already mostly cover this, right? Because most people who's going to do that are probably going to go and harm somebody first. So that's covered by that. You know? It's a very interesting thing to learn. I watched a YouTube video about it, surprisingly enough. Welcome to Spec and his random facts. Yes. On tonight's show of Random Facts with Spec, I can't speak. Guys, we are talking about cannibalism. Spec is a vegetarian. The random fact that the new people in chat may or may not know. I know lots of random things. Also, pre-stressed concrete is amazing until you have to demolish it. Just saying. I wish Jax was in chat, because Jax is an engineer and would agree. Pre-stressed concrete is amazing. It gives you both tensile and compressive strength in concrete beams, which usually they completely fail at tensile strength. But like, trying to demolish that shit, not very good. Random facts with Spec is over. Yeah, this is on. I'm not usually this chaotic, right? Maybe. I don't know. I don't tend to think about it. Smoked is like, you know what? I'm too sober for this conversation. I mean, I constantly feel pretty stressed as a person, you know? Yeah, but then I have to start actually remembering random facts instead of them just popping into my brain at random intervals. And that then becomes a challenge, you know? Like, I'll just be talking about stuff and my brain will go, I know something about this. Andre loves the dog command. I'm glad somebody's using it. And it's break time already, guys. So I do take a break at the 1 hour mark because I always need the bathroom. So I take a quick break at the 1 hour mark. And then I tend to take a break at the 2, 4, and possibly 6 hours mark. Depends how long the stream's going. So I will be back in just a few minutes. Guys, if you've been sat down for the last hour, maybe get up and have a stretch, get something to eat or drink. But generally, look after yourselves because self-care is important. I will be back in just a few minutes, so please stay tuned. Jacob, you know I love you, my friend. I just really need the bathroom, okay? Like, nature calls and all that. Alright, guys. I'm back already. One sec. Get in assume comfortable position 1. There we go. Who we still got in chat? Can we get a roll call, please? Los Nachos. Where are you from? Looking at your name, I've got an idea where you might be from. Right? I've got an idea where you might be from. But I don't want to be presumptuous. You know, when you assume you make an asset to me and you. Jace, by the way. Generally, when we're doing roll call, you do exclamation point roll in chat. And then you might win points. You are welcome to just say here if you like. But interacting with the bot can be great. Just like Onyx did there. And Kilojoules. And GG Kilojoules for the win. At least somebody wins, right? Runes already rolls. There is a cooldown on the roll of 6 minutes or 360 seconds. The bot loves you. It does appear that way. Don't worry, she can be very fickle. The bot is a female, yes. She can be very fickle. Don't think you've won on your channel yet. I don't know. Could somebody do the point command for Onyx? Or maybe Onyx do it herself? That's also a thing that can happen. Onyx has not won on my channel yet. RIP. Onyx, you're just not rolling enough. You know, it's just like the conservatives say, if you don't have enough money, get a second job. And if your second job doesn't get you enough money, get a third job. You know, easy. Everybody's got spare time to be getting more jobs and rolling in chat. You know? I'm just saying, the conservatives obviously know what they're talking about. Get more jobs, do more roles. It's the same thing. So, Red, I've got something great for you, Red. Are you ready for this? So, according to the OBR, which is our national statistics thing, inflation in Britain is at 11.4%. So in Britain, inflation over the last 12 months has been 11.4%. So the Tories has said we will do a 1.6% increase in minimum wage. That's the solution. And I'm like, can you guys, you know, like, just get a calculator for a moment and just compare 11.4% to 1.6%. Yeah, they're increasing minimum wage to 10.42, I think it is. I know, right? But yeah, so that is how the Tories are dealing with the inflation crisis. They're telling people to get a second job and they're giving you a 1.6% increase in wage. Oh, and they're making people pay more tax. They are making people pay more tax. So they're giving you a pay rise, but they're also making you pay more tax. So I think they got a 1 in 11. I know, right? It's Schrodinger's pay rise. They're like, right, so we're going to pay you more, but we're going to tax you more. So you don't actually get more money, but the government gets more money. Makes sense, right? Yeah, Onyx. So technically they're not making you pay more tax, but for the last 12 years, the Conservatives have increased the tax-free threshold, right? And their argument is that as inflation goes up, the amount that you should earn before you pay tax should go up by the amount of inflation, which to me makes sense. So your wage packet that is tax-free has relatively the same amount of buying power, right? So year to year, you should be able to buy the same amount of stuff with the amount of money that the tax-free allowance is. That's meant to be the point of it. Well, they froze the tax-free allowance last year, and they have said they're freezing it this year and for the next 2 years. So not only are they making you pay more tax this year by paying you more but not increasing the tax-free threshold, they're actually going to make it so that when they increase minimum wage again next year, they're also going to freeze the tax threshold, so you're going to pay more tax. And then the year after that, guess what? They're going to freeze the tax threshold, so you're going to pay more tax. So you are technically earning more money, but a higher percentage of your wage will go to tax. Which means you're not really earning very much more money, you know? Like, it is a great way for the Tories to say, we're giving working people a higher wage, whilst at the same time shafting the working person. Yeah, so the exact pound amount of the tax-free allowance is remaining the same, right? So tax-free allowance, I think it's 11,000. What is it? No, it's 12,570. So that is the personal tax allowance, right? That's staying the same. So you will earn more money if you're earning minimum wage at like 40 hours a week. You're already over that. So you will earn more money, but you will pay a higher percentage of your overall income as tax. 537 empty divine charges to make into divine charges. Nice quota. Which I think is absolutely hilarious. So in real terms, it's a pay cut by about 9% year on year. When you match it for inflations or price parity or whatever method you want to use to like decide how much is that money worth now compared to 12 months ago, you're actually losing like 8%. You will be 8% worse off. So that's fun. I mean, that doesn't affect me because benefits are going up by inflation. So my disability and all that will go up by inflation. So I'm doing better than most working people when it comes to year on year. You know, how much amount of money you get combined. The downside is I also get, you know, 2/3 of what a working person gets. So yeah. I know. I'd much rather be able to work personally. You know, I applied for a few jobs recently. A few jobs, and I just said to them, look, I need to work from home. You said you offer flexible working hours. This is my situation. I was straight. Like, you don't have to tell them your health conditions, and it's against the law for them to directly ask you. But I like to be upfront about it and be like, look, this is the situation I'm in. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then you get shafted by hiring me. And I'm not as productive as, you know, somebody else they could have hired or whatever. So I didn't get any of the jobs that I applied for. Which is kind of funny because I was probably better qualified than most of the people applying for them. Like, how many people who work as an ISP customer support agent who actually has a degree in networking? I bet there's not many. I bet there's not that many. Red, be nice. But I also partially share the yeah. The situation is a bit fucked. I mean, yeah. We need to be rude when there's a next general election and completely decimate the Tories. That's what we need to do. Guys, I've just realised how many tripods I'm going to have when I start recording videos. Like, how many tripods I'm going to need set up. But how long have you guys been up there? I don't fucking know, like 2 weeks or some shit. It's so hard to keep track. It might outlast the lettuce this time, which I guess is moving up in the world. You know, when your premiership outlives the lettuce, that's apparently a good thing in Britain now. Like, it has to be said. A month. It's not long. Longer than the predecessor, of course. But once again, she was outlasted by a lettuce. So yeah. I have eaten food that was more out of date than how long she was what? Anyway, Chev, welcome, how you doing, how's things, how's life, tell me all about it. We've not long since hit 98 woodcutting. We are going for that 99, my friend. What a sentence to join into. Wait, what sentence did you join into? Which sentence was it exactly? You've eaten food more out of date than her premiership. I mean, it's true. I've had like a can of beans, and they've been like 2 months out of date, and I'm like, I'll eat them. The can's fine. There's no damage or anything. It's just beans, you know. It's just beans. Like there's not. They can't go bad. Maybe. So I ate them. I hate wasting food. And yeah. So I have eaten food that was more out of date than her entire premiership, which is incredible when you think about it. Agility 92. I'll take it. Do not look a gift horse in the mouth, my friends. Chev, how are you doing today? Let's do the proper thing. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. You're good just grinding Pokemon? I like it, I like it. I was lurking your stream last night? Night before? I don't know when it was, but very recently I was lurking your stream. Guys, Chev also plays RuneScape. and other games as well. Like, check him out. You know, go to his channel, press that like button, then come right back here. Hydrate, can do. Next week Sunday we're comping, let's go. Love it. I remember those days. How is your afternoon? I mean, I've not slept, and I'm in tremendous amounts of pain. So, pretty average. You know? Like on the lower end of average. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. Sorry. That just popped in my brain. That's not even what I'm listening to. Right. Yeah, boys. I was listening to Panic at the start of the stream. I was listening to Panic at the start of the stream. I'm listening to Punk Goes Pop now. Oh, this is gonna break my thing again, guys, but I'm going back to this a sec. Look at... I'm going to use this as my webcam in future. Not quite yet, I gotta wait for my capture device. But hopefully, if this works, I will have very higher quality webcam than this. Right? So that's the plan. We'll see if it works out. Honestly, the more I look at this, the more I notice just how many buttons are on here. Like, what the fuck? Anyway. And did you break? Yes. Of course you did. Because why would you not break? Right, this one and then this one. What camera body? Oh, it's an older one now. It's camera Alpha 55. It's the first semi-transparent reflex. It's not technically a DSLR. It's a semi-transparent. Is that the camera you used to have? Yes. It's a semi-transparent SLR camera. Which is actually quite impressive. Now we're all just mirrorless. Same camera I used to have. It's a perfectly fine camera. I mean, it's better than my webcam, theoretically, right? And that's what I'll be using it to replace it. So, it's not a bridge. Fuck bridge cameras. Pieces of shit. I have strong feelings about bridge cameras, okay? This is essentially the camera that all modern DSLRs was designed from, right? So this is essentially, I'm trying not to drop it, the camera that all modern DSLRs were designed from. So it's kind of almost a piece of history. The grandfather then. More like the father. You can get, I'm guessing you meant to say good bridge cameras. Yes, I know, but by the time you're paying for a good bridge camera, in my opinion, you should just get a mirrorless or a DSLR. Because the price difference is not that much, but yet you get the option of buying different lenses in the future. So, I am not saying that you can't get bridge cameras. I'm just saying that if you're getting a cheap bridge camera, yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. If you're getting a cheap bridge camera, you may as well not buy a camera. Just use your phone. Right? Right? And if you're getting an expensive bridge camera, and there are some very good... There are some very good bridge cameras on the market, and I am not saying there is not. But by the time that you paid for an expensive bridge camera, you may as well buy a body and a basic lens, right? And then you have the option of buying better and different lenses in the future. The lens you're after is like 200. Yeah, I've got like, between my two lenses, I've got like nearly $1,000 in lenses. Mostly because this one, no, not grand these days. When they were new, there would have been $1,000. Now there may be like, I don't know, like 600. The one that's on it at the moment, to buy that second hand, no. I was actually looking at it, it's like 300 and something pounds. It's like 372 to buy a second hand one. And then there's the other lens in there, which is, you know, like a standard Sony lens that come with most bodies. That's like £100 or so. They were obviously more expensive when they first came out. But in all seriousness, like, there's nothing wrong with bridge cameras. But at the same time, there's just nothing right with bridge cameras. In my opinion. And I'm not a photographer. And I don't pretend to be a photographer. I'm not saying that anybody in chat does not pretend to be a photographer before anybody picks up on that. I'm just saying, I don't even try to pretend to be a photographer. I use my phone for most of my photography. I don't have the DSLR. I do use it from time to time. Not so much anymore, because I used to use it a lot when I went cycling. It used to be attached to the back of my cycling rucksack. And I would take pictures as I was, going... Because I'd go through some very interesting places and I'd take pictures. But I don't do that anymore. I don't really go many places, so I don't really take pictures. So I'm, hopefully, if it works, going to repurpose it into a very good webcam. And then this webcam can be used for other uses. Which to me, it makes sense. I've got a piece of what is still very capable camera hardware just lying around doing nothing. Let's put it to work. As long as Cody actually, what's video like on it? It's 1080p 60. I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I should probably take that off, or you're gonna argue with me, aren't you? You're not even gonna let me, because I've not got a memory card inserted in you, are you? You're not even gonna let me look at the settings. I'm pretty sure it's 1080-60. I gave my memory card away to somebody who was just starting photography. And somebody gave them a camera. But they didn't have any large memory card, so I just gave them my last one. And then my other one I killed in a Raspberry Pi, don't ask. That was a terrible thing that happened. We shall not talk about the death of the Raspberry Pi and its brother, the SD card. Bad things happened, okay? Oh, it sounds like a really bad rock band. The death of the Raspberry Pi sounds like a really bad rock band. So what's your band name? The death of the Raspberry Pi. What? Like, trust me, man, it just works, okay? I wonder where everyone's at today. Like, I think everyone's burnt out after DXP. There's like barely anybody online. No, I initially had that image, Jace. I initially had that image and I'm not going there. You're dead, why? I see, I see. You're trying to get your XP on but a different game? Well, what game are you playing? Albion Online. I've never played it, but I've heard of it. So what does everybody have planned for the rest of the day? I know I asked this earlier, but there's a couple of different people in chat. Shiny hunting in Pokemon later, awesome. Killing people you're hoping Albion, awesome. As long as it's in Albion. This is my name. Right, guys, so come on, we can do it. 11% to go. 11% to go. I hear your voice. It's like an angel sighing. Billy the Kid, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Don't feel going to early Thanksgiving lunch. I don't know how early that is because I don't know when Thanksgiving is. I know Canada's Thanksgiving was like last month. When you call my name, that's like a little prayer. Cause I'm on my knees, I want to take you there. Sorry guys, I'm listening to a rock cover of Like a Pro. And it's amazing. I should really link this in Billy the Kid has robbed the train of all the points. GG Billy the Kid. Nice, thank you for spending 6 now rim to make me say nice. Sure, copy song link. If anybody's curious. Oh, we're rolling. I come. Show me the money. Nope. Obviously not. That in the night hour, I can see your power. Just I can take you there. Right guys, come on, talk to me. Let's do this. Let's do this back and forth. Hydrate can do. Thank you for the hydrate. So how has everybody's week been? You know, the working week is over. We are now well into the weekend. How has everybody's week been? What have you been up to? I'm mostly interested, well not mostly, but I'm exceptionally interested in Onyx. Because Onyx has been off work this week, if I remember correctly. Welcome back, Red. Just work all week, dreadful. I imagine lots of people are going to have about the same kind of, I've been studying, I've been working, that kind of thing. You work from home most days, fair enough. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe, and it's hard to look right at you, baby, so here's my number, so call me maybe. Sorry guys, can't help but sing along. Making positive changes. You have been making some very positive changes in your life, Jason, and I'm exceptionally, truly, wholeheartedly proud of you. That was a little too heavy for me. But that's alright, because I like the way you hurt. Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. I am always there for anybody who needs it. I say this on stream and I genuinely mean it. If anybody is struggling and needs a friend, reach out. Drop me a message. I don't care what time of day it is. If I'm awake, I'll reply. If I'm asleep, I'll reply when I wake up. Alright? But nobody should ever feel alone. So I'm here for anybody who needs it at any time. And I will try my best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Guys, one sec. I'm gonna pause my music. Can we talk at the moment for bad etiquette on Twitch, right? So something that really bothers me, and I make sure that I do it as infrequently as possible, is when you leave without telling the chat or the streamer that you're leaving. You know? Like, because we got alert commands, right? Like, if you're gonna BRB, if you're gonna be gone for longer than like 2 or 3 minutes, you drop alert, which is just a way of saying, yo streamer, I'm gonna be AFK, don't talk to me. Right? Like that's just what lurking, using a lurk command realistically is for. It's just to tell the streamer, I'm not here anymore, and partially. Fair enough. Maybe Red, maybe. And it's the same with if you're gonna leave chat, like, I get it. People's got lives, right? You've got friends, you've got family, you've got work, you've got, you know, commitments, you've got your own interests and hobbies, and things that you do, you know? Like, I get it. Life is busy. But is it so busy that you can't just say, right, guys, I'm off now, talk to you all again, you know, at some point in the future. It was thanks for the stream or whatever. Is that so difficult to do? And I noticed lots of people don't do it, they just disappear. And I don't know, I just feel like that's bad Twitch etiquette. You know, am I the only person who feels this way? Or do other people... Like, if you stream, I'm particularly interested in your opinion. But if you don't stream, if you're just a viewer, what's your opinion on it? Do you think that you should say goodbye if you're going? You know why you're disappearing? Yeah, but you're different, Red. You come back very quickly. How do you feel? Thank you for the look, Killer Jules. Yes, please say goodbye when leaving. Exactly. It's just polite, you know. Mrs. Biffle Chips, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. I don't understand the question, Los Nachos. If you're asking how I feel in general, I'm in a lot of pain and I'm tired. Yeah, especially if you know the streamer. Exactly. Like, if you spend a lot of time in chat, I like to think that you become friends to some degree, and it's just polite. But I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm very tired. That is where I'm at. Mrs. Biffle Chips, I made Earl Grey tea for the first time today. My Earl Grey Blue, which I think has some kind of flower in the lavender, maybe. I can't remember. Some kind of flower in there. Cornflower maybe, I can't remember, but I made it way too strong. It was nice, but it was very much a case of I had half a cup and I was done, you know. I should have used cornflower. You think it's some kind of flour. I should have used like half the amount of tea, which I'll know for next time. No worries, Red. How has your week been, Mrs. Biffle Chips? That is the question on the table at the moment. Anyway, Chief, nap time, have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much, Chev. If you can leave a look, I'd appreciate it, but if not, have a good day, my friend. You're gonna have to wash your windows today, since you're finally able to borrow a squeegee. I love how they're called squeegees everywhere. Now it's below 0 and your washing water freezes almost as soon as it's on the window. Throw water at window, freezes, job done. Right? It is a great word. Washed a couple of windows yesterday and ended up squeegeeing ice around. You got frustrated and gave up. That's what I mean. Throw water at the window, it freezes. Job done. And I can't stop. No, I can't stop. Oh baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. Welcome back, Red, welcome back. Rip. You could try mildly warm water to give you a little bit of time to squeegee it off real quick. Like, you'd have to be lightning fast. If you used, like, I don't know, like 30-degree water, not hot water, but moderate, like body temperature water, you know? Like, that might give you a little bit of time just to squeegee it off. Probably not enough time, but it's worth a try, right? Welcome back, Red. Guys, I'm going to go on my 2-hour break. Dreadful, Red. So we're going to go on our 2-hour break. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If you've been sat down for the last 2 or so hours, I would advise for you to get up and have a stretch. Maybe get something to eat or drink. But generally, look after yourselves because self-care is important. I will be back in just a few minutes, so please stay tuned. Why is Jacob saying see ya? Does he think I'm going or is he going? I'm not sure. All right, guys. Thank you, Red. I don't know why you banned them, but I presume you'd made the right choice. Get comfortable again if I can. Guys, you know the drill. Can we get a roll call in chat? It was a bot. I guessed as much. No win, no win, no win. Creed doesn't know how to spell the word roll. Although you've not done that in a while. Yeah, there's been very few bots recently. My ear is itchy. I just skip music. Thank you, Mr. Biffle Chips. Well, I appreciate it, Red. And thank you everyone for hanging out. Creed, Red, Mr. Mo, Mrs. Biffle Chips, Kota, Jace. I think that's everyone who's still around. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do appreciate it. If we can do the full 4 hours today, that'd be great. But if not, I'm not gonna hate myself too much. We're just relaxed, okay? Much appreciated, Jace. Luckily, the streams are very chilled, so you can just vibe to them for quite a while. Gonna attempt some more window washing. Good luck, Mrs. Biffle Chips. Good luck. Good luck, have fun. You like the Runescape music is so OP. I love it. Just wait till you hear the tropical music in summer. That is amazing. Tropical music, top class. I've always liked like just the default Lumbridge music, you know. I don't know, guys. Oh, right, come on. I've got to try and get back into the zone now. Usually swapping up my music does that, so let's what are we thinking? Right, yep. Music selected. I'm happy with this. Thank you for the private message, Jace. I do appreciate it. Might make some ramen soon. Ooh. I'm having ramen tonight, funnily enough. But we're doing pretty solidly. I see somebody lurking that I would love to talk to, but I don't want to call them out because I don't call it lurkers. But if you know who I'm talking about, it would be great to hear from you. I've not talked to you in quite a while. Just let me know how you're getting on. I hope you're doing well. You know, don't feel pressured to come out of lurk if you're very happily lurking or if you're busy. But if you've got a hot minute, just say hello. Let me know how you're getting on. It'd be nice. But nonetheless, right guys, so for those of you who are active in chat, do you have any plans for tomorrow, the last day of the week? I'll be streaming as usual. I'm going to be receiving quite a lot of packages tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. You might have to... You still haven't completed the thing you need to complete. I see, I see. Going to your grandparents, nice, nice. I hope you have a good time. Grandparents are important. That sounds like my entire life, Red. I've started doing this thing where I switch between tasks frequently. So I'll like watch a couple videos of my online course, and then from that I will move on to writing a little bit, and then I might play a game for a little bit, and you know, rinse and repeat, keep swapping tasks, and I usually get more done that way. That doesn't work for everyone, of course. You gotta be pretty multitasking type person. Well, that's a shame, Red. Oh. I'm really tired. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that I would be exceptionally tired? Ugh. I love listening to people argue about politics online, especially like geopolitics. It's hilarious because nobody has a fucking clue. There are people who study geopolitics their entire lives and still don't have a fucking clue. So you know. I need to put my phone on charger, actually. Let me grab my charger, and then we'll start. Right. I just don't care about politics at all, which is fine. I don't know, guys. Sorry, I know I'm quiet. I apologize. I'm just trying to repress the pain right now, and then I'll be back to my normal self, hopefully. Let's see. So, what's the plan for the rest of the night for me? Hopefully I'm going to stream for another maybe 2 hours. And then I need to do something to keep myself busy until update time. So no sleeping for me until like midnight. Very true. Pain is just weakness leaving the body. Also, my brother says. My brother is somebody who goes to the gym a lot, can you tell? And like, if pain was weakness leaving the body, then I've got exceptional levels of strength or some shit, I don't know. Strength is the opposite of weakness, right? Well, obviously. Obviously. It definitely depends on the situation. You know, pain can be a good thing, pain can be a helpful thing, and pain can be a truly awful thing, right? And it's all pain, and generally it's all similar types of pain as well. But pain isn't inherently bad. You know, like, my pain isn't bad in the sense that I've injured myself. You know, like, pain is most importantly a way of your brain knowing that, damn, I've done something wrong, I've hurt myself. I pulled a muscle, or I've hit my head, or broke my arm or something. You know, pain is... But when you have chronic pain, your relationship with pain is completely different. Because you, like, second guess your pain all the time. You're like, am I having a heart attack? Or do I just have chest pain? You know? So a lot of times you end up not going to the doctors for things that could be very serious because you're always in pain. Like, I was talking to a nurse and she said, if I'm in pain for longer than 3 days, I should see the GP. And I'm like, listen, if I went to the GP every time I was in pain for longer than 3 days, I would be there like twice a week. You know, I have significantly more days in pain than I don't. Oh, well, that's dreadful. You have chronic back pain, but you're glad it's not any more than that. No, exactly, you know, and you'll understand, like, you don't go to the doctor every time your back hurts, because you just always see your doctor, right? You basically live at your doctor's. I don't know. But yeah, chronic pain is just bullshit, man. Jace, has has either of them talked to you since, or have you just blocked them? If you don't want to talk about it on stream, that's fine. Just let me know. They have. And how did that go? I don't know. Do you want me to talk a little bit about what happened on stream or not? Just so people's got context. I'm happy with whichever. I'm happy with whichever. It's up to you. Although I do think it'd be more your thing to share than me sharing it. I see, I see. I do think it would be more appropriate for you to share. Or do you want to wait until you do the blog post? So I'm presuming you'll be writing about this next week. You're not sure yet, to be honest. Alright, that's fine. Ugh. Yeah, I can understand that. You can always write about it and not post it, you know? Like, I do find writing about things is really carcinogenic. Is that the right word? Maybe that's the right word. I'm too tired to know. But you don't have to post it just because you write it, you know? You know, you can write it, read it back and think, do I want to post this? Do I not? And then it's up to you, right? That's not the word that I was working for, that I was going for, but yes. Was I thinking cathartic or something? I don't know. That's the one I'm looking. Cathartic, thank you. My brain is fried right now, okay guys? Alright, work with it. But regardless, writing can be a great way of, you know, like working through things as you write it. And you can write it and you could just store it. And you might choose to post it in future, you might never post it. I think we'll do 3 hours today, guys. Unless we get a big raid or something. Ugh, I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm not doing great right now. Shall we have a look what's in the news right now? When in doubt, open BBC News and I'll be even more depressed than ever I was. Sunak pledges £50 million defence aid on first key visit. £50 million doesn't seem like that much. doing rune crafting. No worries, Clue Girls, no worries. Thank you for the lurk. I do appreciate it, my friend. £50 million doesn't seem like that much, I'm not gonna lie. Deal on climate costs, inches closer at UN summit. That sounds interesting, but nah. NASA expects human habitats on moon this decade. Possible. Actually, I do have something to talk about, right? So, so first, a disclaimer, guys. A disclaimer. I am not really into football or soccer or whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you call that sport where you have a round ball that they kick around the field. Soccer, football, whatever is irrelevant. I'm not a massive fan of it. I can leave it or take it, whatever. But Qatar, like the stadiums in which they will be playing was literally constructed with slave labor. They said that they would allow alcohol sales, and then they're like, nope, no alcohol. We're a Muslim country, and that's fine, right? Like, I can respect that they have their beliefs. You know, I don't have an issue with that. But don't, you know, promise FIFA that you will allow alcohol sales, which is a very big money maker for the clubs and things that pay for the for it happening. And then literally a week before it starts or whatever, say, yeah, we're not going to allow the sale of alcohol. I don't think that's okay. The human rights, like, I don't watch football very much anyway, but I will be purposefully making sure I do not watch, tweet, interact with at all any content that is about the World Cup, because I don't agree with it. You know, I can be like, you know what? They're a Muslim country. They don't want to sell alcohol. They don't sell alcohol usually. Fair enough, right? But at least when you submit your bid to FIFA, say, we're a Muslim country, we're not going to sell alcohol. And FIFA have to take that into consideration, because the sheer revenue they make from selling alcohol is ridiculous. And that helps pay for the World Cup, right? So that's a big issue in the first place. You know, the fact that it has come out that many workers has died building these stadiums that were paid literally $1 a day, and they were literally slaves to the work sponsor, as they called them. And the work sponsor told them where they live, and the work sponsor told them when they can go out and where they're allowed to go. Right? And the work sponsor basically takes all of the money off them. That's slavery, my friends. Should we, as a modern culture, and yes, right, Europe has done some terrible things in the past. And I'm not going to try and pretend that us Europeans haven't done some terrible things. You know, all you've got to look at is the British Empire and basically everything the British Empire did. Right? Basically everything the British Empire did was morally questionable. But you cannot apply the morality of modern day on historic events, in my opinion. Right? Like, people didn't know better back then. And I know that's a bit of a cop-out, but I don't believe in applying, you know, modern morality to historic things. You know, personally, that's my opinion. You may or may not agree with it. But this isn't a historic thing. We're not talking about something that Qatar did, you know, a decade ago, or 50 years ago, or 300 years ago. We're talking about what they did in preparation for this event. You know? And I am not going to tell any of you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm not going to tell you guys that you shouldn't watch it. I'm not going to tell you guys that you should watch it. I'm going to tell you guys, take some time to educate yourself and decide if this is something that you want to support. Right? Only you can make that decision based on your own moral compass. I personally will be trying my best whatsoever to avoid it completely. I don't care if England gets through to the final. I'm not watching it. I'm not getting involved with it. Because I don't agree with it. You know, the labour practices, the rug pull on alcohol. Which, I mean, once again, they're a Muslim country. Fair enough, they don't usually sell alcohol. Right? They're a Sharia law country. You know? Like, I don't drink alcohol. I've not drank alcohol for quite some time now, as you all know. But my point is the fact that in the bid they said that they would allow it as an exceptional case, and then, you know, a week before the first match is played, they've gone, yeah, we're not going to do it. And there are a lot of people who, for better or for worse, enjoy drinking alcohol whilst at sporting events. Right? There are a lot of people who, to them, drinking alcohol is part of the experience. Right? It's part of the culture. For better or for worse. I'm not saying if I agree with it or not, because that's for each individual person to come up with their own moral compass view on it. You know, but people have paid thousands of pounds to go, which is, you know, and part of them were expecting to drink. I'm not saying all of them would drink, and I'm not saying all of them are bothered by it, but they're not offering refunds to people who are bothered by it. They're just pocketing the money and rug pulling. And I don't know. They were already planning to charge like $20 for half a litre of Budweiser. Wally Bean, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Welcome. We are talking about the World Cup and why I am not a fan of it this year. Not that I'm ever a massive fan of football anyway, but in particular, you know, the whole Qatar situation. I'm not a fan. I will not be supporting it. I endeavour you guys to educate yourselves and make your own decision. Right? I'm not going to be here and tell you that my thinking is right and yours is wrong if you think differently. At the end of the day, only you guys can decide on that. And it's like the fact that they've had to publicly state we probably won't arrest you if you hold hands with a same-sex partner. Let me just repeat that. We probably won't arrest you if you hold hands with a same-sex partner. We're not talking about kissing. We're not talking about sexual action. We're talking about holding hands in public with a same-sex partner, and they probably won't. By the way, typically the usual the usual punishments for such thing in Qatar would be 3 years imprisonment, or capital punishment. You know, being hit with sticks. That would be the typical punishment. So you've got people, you know, who are LGBT like me, who look at a country like Qatar, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I cannot support that. Let's ignore for a moment the labour practices, and let's ignore for a moment the alcohol situation. I can accept that labour practices in other countries are vastly different. You know, I buy items made in China and their labour practices, whatever, fair enough. But even China is relatively accepting of LGBT people these days. I'm saying relatively because, like, it's it is sociologically shunned, but you don't get that imprisoned for it. But Wally Bean, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. But in Qatar, you can get 3 years imprisonment, or you can get beaten with a big stick 30 times for holding hands. We're not talking about like public sexual displays here. We are talking about holding hands. And this is a World Cup. This is a host of the World Cup that me and other LGBT people should be happy about, or we should accept. And you know, I don't talk a big, like, I vaguely mention I'm LGBT and I vaguely mention I'm pansexual from time to time on stream. I don't make a big deal about it because most of the time in the modern world, being LGBT is not a big fucking deal, right? Like, let's be honest, these days it is quote unquote normal. Or at least as close to normal as it's probably gonna get. Right? Like, I can fall in love with a man, a woman, a non-binary person, a trans person, whatever. Right? I could fall in love with any of those and feel relatively safe in this country, that safe from the government for sure, and feel mostly safe from people around me. That's not a case in Qatar. You get people who are attacked by mobs with stones and sticks because they're kissing a same-sex partner. And that's if the police don't get to you first, who will probably beat you up. Baz, how you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. This is a headphones off, music muted situation. I am venting my frustrations with FIFA. I'm not a football fan in general, to be honest, but I've got to say that this, having Qatar as a host for the World Cup has made me even less, even more disenfranchised with the sport than I possibly could have been before. You know, the FIFA has said, if you go to the World Cup, respect the country that you're in, respect their culture. I'm sorry, but how can you respect a culture what is based on hatred? Right? We're not talking about, like, once again, I'm not currently talking about the labour practices, which are shocking even by Chinese standards. We're not talking, you know, about them not selling alcohol, which is also an issue because a massive amount of money that pays for World Cups comes from the sale of alcohol. We're not talking about that right now. Or the rug pull that they did in alcohol. We're talking specifically about the country's human rights history, and we're talking specifically about the way they treat LGBT people on a day-to-day basis. And I should feel, let's say I was going to the World Cup. Let's say that I was an avid football fan and I was going to the World Cup and I was excited to support my country, England, in the World Cup. Right? Let's say for a moment that all that was true. I should feel special because they've said they probably won't arrest me if I held hands with another male. And I should feel like that's a gift given to me. I should feel like, you know, I've been given some special privilege. That should be the bare fucking minimum. And I know I don't usually rant like this on stream, but I was reading about it today and I'm like, anyway, how was your stream, Wally Bean? Are you not gonna play music for me, phone? Yeah, there we go. You better go do housework and the dishes. Take care. See you next time. Killer Jules, thank you so much for hanging out. If you can leave a like, I'd appreciate it. But if not, have a good day. Trying to clear up a juice spill at the moment. Rip. I've been there. At least you didn't spill wine into your audio mixer. I've done that. You think you're done with painting for today? Too painful to continue? Well, you're definitely giving it your all. You can at least be sure of that. Have you got a dehumidifier? Popping a dehumidifier in the room will dry it out in like a day or two. Like, put towels on it and stand on the towels to soak up as much of the liquid as you can. And then if you've got a dehumidifier, do that. If not, heating, making the room warmer will dry it quicker, but yeah. By making the warmer, you are essentially making the relative humidity lower, so the rate in which it evaporates increases. Which is why tumble dryers are warm. Interesting fact. And hair dryers. Oh, my nose is itchy. Go away. Don't have a clue if we have one. You've got a towel down. Mum and Dad have just gone out, so you can't ask them what to do. End the string quickly, try and catch them, but just miss. Like I said, if you got a dehumidifier, that'd work really well. Otherwise, just making the room as warm as you can comfortably manage and afford would help dry it out. But realistically, it'll dry out over the next few days on its own. It won't cause any issues. Oh no, I know, that's why I'm saying, like, don't just go and do it, you know, like, you'd have to ask permission of the bill payer. The same as anything, realistically. Yeah. Yeah, juice and electrics usually don't mix very well. Baz, how you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. It's nice to see you in chat. We got 98 wood cutting today. We are 750,000 XP away from 99, guys. Yeah, I think, guys, we're gonna... I think we're gonna keep going. For the time. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. I think I want to try and do it a little bit longer. If I can. But I've got to, at the end of the day, I've got to stay awake for the next, like, 8 hours to do the Folding Month update. So, you know, I've got to be awake anyway. Potentially, but I do have, like, 3 things not on the to-do list that are semi-urgent. So, possibly... But yeah, we're not reading it just yet. We're just going to push on for as long as I can. Or as long as you guys can put up with me. So what are you doing now, Jace? Since you've stopped painting. Potentially. Resting a little. Just listening. Do you want to call Jace after I finish streaming? Do I even have the to-do list? Yeah, I do have the to-do list open. Can't do that. I'm just going through the, We could buy a look at the drawers for the alt. UPS is a long way away. Update graphics drivers, I should do that. Update champagne, can't do that. Raid message. Do you want to write a raid message, Red, and I'll add that command? Because I have no idea what to say, like, I'm very bad at doing introductions of any kind. Unless I'm just spontaneously saying them. Auric, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. World of Warcraft grind is real. I bet it is. Guys, I'm gonna very quickly BRB. I wanna go and grab some painkillers. Because it's painkiller time. And then I shall be back. I'll just be a couple minutes, so please stay tuned. Right, guys, I'm back with painkillers. Oh, guys, I've got a story to tell you today. Well, not a story. One moment, Red. Yeah, I'll work on that. So quick, not story, but thing. But my baby nieces are learning sign language, right? So I got there at lunchtime today, time for their meal. And I always say to the same thing. I go, "Hello, ladies," and they both look at me, and I go, "Is it lunchtime?" And both of them go, right? That's the sign for cake. So I ask them, "Is it lunchtime?" And they both say, "Cake," which I think is amazing and hilarious. They was actually having pizza, which I don't know the sign. Why are they learning BSL? It's actually, no, it's actually pretty common to teach babies BSL in Britain, because you can communicate with the baby much sooner than, yeah, like neither of them know a single word. They don't even know "mama" yet, but yet they know about 30 signs or so. They know, so they know "all done." It's very common. So they know "all done." So when they're done eating, or they're done playing, or they're done in the bath, they say "all done." Obviously, they know "cake." They know. I feel like I've been slightly scammed now. Yeah, even I learned sign language. I learned it in school. I don't know much of it anymore. I remember. So you've got green, brown, time, cake, sad, happy, sing, speak, feel. I think that's anxious or angry, one or the other. I'm trying to remember. I can fully fingerspell, so I can fully communicate in full language fingerspell. But yeah. But it's just somewhat, it's just common in Britain. British law, question mark. No, it's not mandated, just parents do it. It's just common. It's just what they do. Yeah, I think it's something like 1 in 3 children are taught sign language by the parents on and nursery now. Or something like that. So like 33% of children are taught at least basic sign language in Britain. Which is pretty impressive in my opinion. Although the problem is some parents teach Makaton, which is a form of sign language made for people who are more mentally challenged. I can't think of an easier way to say that. Made for people who are, more affected by learning difficulties and things like that. But the problem is that most people learn BSL because British Sign Language, right? So there are some parents that teach their kids Makaton, and then they can't communicate with anybody else who knows sign language because they're taught a different language. And like pretty much all of the signs are different. How so? Well, that they teach the child the wrong sign language. Makaton's easier to learn. Obviously, it's made for people who are not as neurologically functioning. So like a lot of parents do it because it's easier for the parents to learn. But the problem is that unless you happen to end up in a school that specifically deals with people who are, mentally challenged. I'm trying to think of a politically correct way of saying that. Then they're not going to use Makaton. So it's like teaching your kid Spanish before you teach them English. It's pointless. Unless you're in Spain or Mexico or something, obviously. I'm not about British families, obviously. But yeah, something like 1 in 3 kids and now know basic sign language before they even know a single real word. Which I think is pretty incredible. Now, how many of them keep it up is probably low, but it's a nice way of being able to ask, you know, what do you want to eat? Do you need a drink? Are you finished? You know, they even say I love you in sign language, which is I love you. Yeah. See, I remember way more sign language than I think. When I start actually thinking about it, I'm like, I actually know quite a lot. So I think if you go the is do you know the time? Yeah, it's gears. So interlock your fingers and do that, which is like doing is like do you and then no time. Yeah, exactly. It's really handy. And you don't know what kids are going to, you know, some kids get like meningitis and just wake up deaf one day. And things like that. So it's becoming ever more popular in Britain. Like, over the last 10 years, it's increased in popularity by like 2/3 or something of what it used to be. You're baffled that it's not a thing though. It's not a thing that most countries think about. I think Britain and France are the two main ones that I think that do it. Like, it's not common in America at all. I don't know anything about Canada and teaching sign language to babies, I'm not gonna lie. But I think, because Makaton, I believe, comes from France. I could be wrong on that, but I believe Makaton comes from France. You started learning it a couple of years ago because you sometimes struggle to verbalise what you want or need to say. Yeah. There's loads of situations where you might not be deaf, but maybe you're anxious, maybe you're mute, maybe you can hear. Oh wait, that's here. I just remembered here. You know, maybe you can hear, but you can't speak. You know, if you're too anxious to talk, but you know basic sign, and everybody around you knows basic sign, or at least some days, you know, suddenly you can communicate even if you struggle communicating. I would love to learn more sign, to be honest. But I do love it how ever since the girls has learned cake, they just ask for cake constantly. The second you mention anything like food, drink, or anything, they just go cake. Even though they know like the sign. I don't know the sign for water, but they know the sign for water. And they know the sign for I think they know the sign for pizza, water, noodles. They, bear in mind, they're like 13, 14 months. They know the sign for pizza, pasta, noodles, sandwich, ham, obviously cake. Nafris, welcome, welcome. We got 98 and we are well on our way to 99. And once again, they are like 13, 14 months old. Thank you guys, thank you. Which is, I think is incredible, like they pick it up so quickly. Oh, I know the sign for cuddle. It's so you put both hands up and you do this. Sign for cuddle. They ask for that a lot. They know that sign as well, obviously. I'm still feeling like I was scammed. But no, it's really great. It's great that even at such a young age, I can communicate with them. I'm not just doing things to them. Wait, that sounds wrong. I'm not just like picking them up and giving them a hug. Maybe they don't want a hug. Right? Like, if you got a baby that can't talk and can't communicate, you're just doing things to the baby in hopes that you're doing the right thing. You know, you're just giving them food when you think they're hungry. You're just giving them a drink when they think they need a drink. All that kind of stuff. Whereas you can ask them. I walk in, I go like this to them, and they either do all done, which is also no to them, or they'll do it back to me, and I'll pick them up and give them a cuddle. So I'm not making them uncomfortable, but, you know, I'm giving them the choice. And it's just really great. It's like on Monday when I saw them, they were both really ill. And Isabel walked up to me and just went and asked for a cuddle. I didn't prompt her. I didn't do it back to her first. She just walked up to me and went, she wants a cuddle. It's great. So even though, you know, well, they've just started saying ma, so they're almost about getting ready to say mama. They're almost about getting ready to say mama. But yeah, but even without them being able to form a single complete word, they can still not fully communicate, but they can still communicate basic needs, which I'm so I'm so proud of them for. You're still feeling shocked. It's great because as well as this isn't a rant, this is just me like talking, but as well as it being a way of communicating, you're already teaching them like body autonomy, you know, like even from such a young age you can teach them, you know, do you want to cuddle, do you want to kiss, etc, etc. You know, what would you like to eat? You're teaching them from such a young age body autonomy that it's important that they want what's happening, not just things happening to them. And I think, you know, that's really important for a developing child, in my opinion. I'm not a an expert in children, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think that's really impressive, and I think it's probably a very beneficial thing for them. And it's just great. What do you want to eat? They'll tell you. Do you want a cuddle? Yes or no? Are they done eating? They'll tell you. Are they done having a bath? Or I don't think they've mastered telling you when they need a nappy change yet. I don't think they've got that advanced. I don't think they've made that click in their head just yet. But like the very basics of needs, food, drink, cuddle, you know, telling you when they're done with whatever they're doing, all that they can communicate already. They can tell you what kind of food they want within... Oh, they can tell you what kind of food they want within a very small subset of signs that they've currently learned. But still. You know, they can... I'm just very impressed with them. No worries, Red. Red is going screaming at his parents, why didn't you teach me sign language? The thing that I think is crazy is that every country has their own version of sign language. Which, I mean, makes sense, because not every country, but, like, American and British people can easily communicate with one another, right? I can talk to anybody who's in chat who's an American, and they can talk to me, and we fully understand each other, apart from maybe one or two small hiccups here and there, you know? Like, when people say, what's up, an American means, what are you doing? Whereas a British person means, what's wrong? Are you okay? So there's little differences like that, but for the most part, the language is the same. But American Sign Language and British Sign Language are completely different. Here's the cool thing about American Sign Language, though, is you can do the entirety of American Sign Language with one hand. So let's say you're using a walking stick like me. Right? Let's say you're using a walking stick. You're holding a drink. You've got to have your hand chopped off, whatever. You know, you can still do the entire sign language with one hand, which I think is actually pretty cool. That is one advantage that American Sign Language has. But British Sign Language has, like, better grammar. From what I understand, like, British Sign Language is, like, more like verbal speech, which makes it easier for people who speak to learn. Just interesting facts for you. Red is like, parents, why didn't you teach me the sign language? But no, it's really cool. I'll have to see if I'm okay bringing you over to meet them someday, Jace, and you can see all the little signs that they're doing and stuff. That is pretty cool, yeah. It's honestly, they pick it up so quickly. Like, I spent years learning sign language because I went to a special school, as they used to be called. I went to a special educational needs school. So I learned sign language there. Because there were deaf people at that school, funnily enough. But they pick it up so quickly for their age. It was one thing that was really funny. I know I keep taking my headphones off today. I may as well leave them off. One thing that was really funny was my brother's wife was sat on the couch eating a donut, and both of the kids came, like, well, not running over, but came over promptly, and they were both going to her repeatedly, asking for cake, because obviously she was eating a donut. They don't know the difference between donut and cake yet. I think it's still impressive that they can tell that a donut is a cake. I think that's pretty impressive, personally. But they both came. She was just sat on the couch eating this donut, and they both come running over and signing cake to her. And she's like, "No, it's mine. It's my donut. You've just had your cake." And they're both stood signing cake repeatedly at her. Bearing in mind, this was today, right after they ate cake and then pizza. Donuts are a bit cakey, to be fair. No, I know, but I think it's impressive that they can tell that that is still a cake. Because, like, usually when they have cakes, they have, like, muffins and furry cakes. You know? Which have a very particular shape and thing to them. But it's impressive that they see a donut and they still recognize it. Even though donuts are not technically cakes, they still recognize it as a cake. And that's what I find impressive. But I love that she's trying to eat her donut on the couch. And they're both just repeatedly signing cake at her. Like, give me cake! And she's like, you've literally just had cake and then pizza, like, leave me alone. Because naturally, she asked them, what do you want for dinner? Or what do you want for lunch? Whatever the sign is for food. I don't know the sign for food. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's food, actually. No, it is. It's food. See, I'm remembering. Food. So you say food to them and they'll tell you what they want. Right? And in this situation, they said cake, so they got cake first. To teach, because you got to teach them that this means cake, right? So the way how you teach it without being able to say, like I can say to you guys, I can say this is cake, and some of you will remember that this is cake, but obviously they don't know what the word cake is yet. So you've got to say, if they do this, you give them cake, and it reinforces in them this is cake. That's how learning languages for the first time works, right? Whether it's sign language or a spoken language. So it's important that they asked for cake, so they got a little bit of cake before they got the pizza, which is what they were having for dinner. And that's how you teach sign language to babies, basically. Laugh and go. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Sorry, we're talking about my baby nieces and they're learning sign language at the moment. They're not deaf, it's common in Britain to teach your baby sign language. Which blew Red's mind. It's like they cannot speak a single complete word yet. They can't even say mama. But yet they know like 40 signs, I think they're up to now. Something. If I was listening correctly. Got a solid 4 hours of sleep. I've not been to sleep yet. But no, I'm just like, you know what, that's great. Like, if I ever have kids, I'm definitely teaching them sign language, and I'll try to converse with them in sign language so I'm learning it properly as well. Because one, you never know when you're going to come across a deaf person. And imagine, let's say you're in the supermarket, and a deaf person is like trying to communicate with the cashier, and for whatever reason, let's say face masks come back, whatever, they can't lip read. If I could step in and do basic signs, like, that'd be an amazing thing. Just be like, yep, I can help you out. Come here. So I do think I'm going to put more effort into trying to learn sign language. When I find some time. Because I still remember a surprising amount of sign language. But, yeah. I still remember the entire alphabet, so I could, at the very basic, I could fingerspell. You have had a deaf person walk in to order pizza, he normally would just put his order in text on his phone. Yes, I know, but I'm talking like if you got an older deaf person, they don't generally use phones. At least not in Britain. Smartphones are more of a below 50s kind of thing. But it's fine, you put an order in. Also, if the kid wants to get out of the situation without them wanting to tell the person they are wanting away from, they could sign to you or something else. Exactly! Welcome back, Red, welcome back. non-verbal communication is very important, and like a lot of us do it through body language and things. You know, like the Queen had secret. She'd put her bag on a certain arm when she wanted to leave, and she'd put lipstick on when she wanted, you know, the person she was talking to go away. Things like that. Like non-verbal communication is very important. Just in life, and part of that is body language, and part of it should be some other system of non-verbal communication, which sign language makes the most sense, right? Well, yeah, because Laugh and Go came, so I had to explain to Laugh and Go what I was talking about. Are you genuinely? Because that, I'm not gonna lie, that seems a little excessive, Red. Guys, we are halfway through 98. We are gonna get 99 before we run out of DXP hours tomorrow, by the looks of it. I would teach you BSL, but it probably wouldn't be useful in the Czech Republic. I imagine you have your own sign language system. I do imagine you have your own system of sign language. Yeah, I imagine that it's very difficult when you think a different language to what you're speaking. So, like, guys, for instance, I'm going to go over what I remember. So, you got hello and goodbye. It's just usually a slow wave, not a really fast wave. Then you got good, and then you can either do good morning, or good afternoon, or good night. Then you've got, I'm really thinking here, you've got how are you, please and thank you. No, sorry, please and thank you. Sorry, and then obviously cake, green, brown, time. No worries. So I actually know quite a bit of sign language. Now I'm actually thinking about it. Jace, we'll have to practice sign language together. We'll have to try and set up a time where we learn sign language together or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Oh, fish. You only know dinosaur, helicopter, and a very rude sign for Toronto. So you got fish. See, sign language is a bit more difficult for me because I'm left-handed. Where you sign based on which is your dominant hand, right? But if you're signing to people who typically sign to right-handers, they have to think about your signs because they're seeing them, you know, mirrored compared to what they usually do. But yeah, so you got fish, which is just so you dominant hand, completely straight, move it slowly forward, and it's like rotate it back and forth slightly. Fish. I don't remember chips. I used to be able to. I used to eat fish and chips a lot when I was in the special education school, and they used to encourage us to use sign with the dinner ladies to practice. And I can't remember what chips is, but I used to always ask for fish and chips. Making your ramen now, nice. I love how the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm remembering random signs. Alright, so I'm gonna teach you, Jace, right. Here's how to remember at least two colours. So you put your arm out and then your dominant hand. So you've got, so you've got the grass on top. So you've got green. And then you've got the ground underneath, brown. That's how I remember those two. And I will never forget that for the rest of my life. Them are the only two colours I remember. But I do remember those two colours because of that. It's like a better than no colours. True. It's like a mnemonic, how you say it, but with sign. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely thinking the wrong thing now I've said it out loud. Ignore that one. But you know what I mean. Just like little tricks like that can help you. Thank you for the lurk, Auric. I do appreciate it. Maybe we should learn a new BSL sign every day on stream. Maybe we should pick a new sign every day on stream and just learn it. Think if you did that every day, you know, and you like reviewed the past like 3 days, so you had a running 3-day thing, you could probably, you know, you're learning 7 a week, you know, 365 a year. Let's say you remember half of them, 150 a year, call it. 150, 180 a year signs is not bad. And before people just start coming to my streams to learn sign language. Off topic, but don't you love it when Minecraft deletes a world you've been playing on? Yep. Do you know what's really annoying, Red? Red, do you want me to tell you something else what's really annoying? There are 3 types of sign language taught in Britain. 3 completely different sign languages taught in Britain. By different people. So you could meet somebody else who knows sign language and not be able to communicate with them, even though they've learned a British form of sign language. So there's Makaton, BSL, and Sign-Along. Sign-Along is made for very young children. But in most recent studies, there had been studies done of this, children picked up BSL just as quickly as they picked up Sign-Along. The only difference with Sign-Along is you sing when teaching it, so that they learn it to a song and it's more likely to be remembered. But there has been studies done, and the studies say that they retain the information just about as well being taught BSL. But Sign-Along's relatively new, but they've started using Sign-Along in nurseries because it's easier for the nursery staff to learn. So we're teaching an entire generation of children a completely new sign language that isn't used by anyone, which I think is hilarious. And it has, once again, very few signs in common with the other 2. The only thing that's the same throughout Sign-Along and BSL is the alphabet. So the alphabet's the same, but most of the signs are different. Goblino, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How's things? How's life? Tell me all about it. Okay, that's a bit baffling. I know, right? You're playing on Minecraft World for a few weeks, and you just gone to Minecraft, and it's completely erased from existence. Damn. Oh, Jace! You've not seen the cat emotes yet! Oh my god. Oh, I can't do it on this little win. Can somebody do the cat emotes for me? Because, thank you, Red. Look at our cat emotes! Oh, and pronouns. Set your pronouns as well. In fact, I'll send you that link later, because you're on mobile and I know it's a bitch. We've got those are my cats, Jace. Those are my cats. Wait, what are you saying about off topic? Oh, I forgot about that. But yeah, we do use the pronoun extension here on the stream, so I get to see all your guys' pronouns if you choose to set them. And also, if you install the extension, if you're on desktop, you get to see everyone else's pronouns as well. Yeah, but they've done it because it's easier for the nursery staff to remember. Because they do it through song and it's like a dance almost. But the problem is that they're not learning a usable sign language. Because they can sign to songs and certain words thanks to those songs, but they don't gain context. Right? Unless they already can speak, and then they can learn the context because they're hearing the word and the sign. So if they hear cake and whatever the sign-along sign for cake is, they will make that connection in their head over time. Right? But if you're teaching a deaf child sign-along, they're not getting the context. If you're teaching a child that doesn't yet talk, like my nieces, they don't get the context because they don't understand the English words. So there are now three sign languages in Britain that are being actively taught. No worries, Mrs. Biffle Chips, no worries. Guys, I love it how I was like, oh, I might make it to 2 hours today. And I've picked up some energy. Second wind, guys, let's go. Didn't even need any caffeine. 99, we got this. 93% of the way there. 530,000 XP to go. Guys, do we just stream till I get 99? Do we just stream until I get 99? There is some kind of international standard, right? No. Look, you want to know something what's fucked up? There are more sign languages than there are spoken languages in the world. You know? In Britain alone. No, didn't you just walk your dog? What the fuck? In Britain alone, we use 3 different sign languages. And then there are some people who mistakenly learn, like, American Sign Language stuff as well. I don't count those because they're just idiots. You walked in 4 hours ago. That is one healthy dog. That dog does more exercise in a day than I do in a week. Like, Jesus Christ. Love it. Congratulations for being a good dog owner. But, like, some people mistakenly learn ASL and then they were like, crap. No worries, Creed, no worries. You do what you gotta do. So you've got to eat them all. Okay, so there is technically international sign, but it's not really. It's like Esperanto. It's not really used. Like, it exists, like Esperanto exists, but yeah. It'd be nice if they standardized though, right? On the other hand, you'd be had like standard. Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, Esperanto is a fine example of trying to standardize spoken language and it's just going nowhere. I mean, there are more people who speak Cornish than there who speak Ido. I'm just saying. I mean, there are only like 300 people who speak Cornish, but still. No, as in people from Cornwall area of Britain. It was a very old Celtic language, what basically died out. But the UN's been pushing. How does corn make a wall? Right, so time for historic English lesson. So a corn, before the discovery of maize, was any small round object, including wheat grains. You had a corn of wheat, including oat grains, including even like small pebbles and things, were all just called corns. Interesting fact. Just random fact with spec once again. The word corn traditionally actually meant any like small round object, usually food related, but it could be used like informally for like small pebbles or anything like that as well. And it was called Cornwall because it was like where all the wheat was grown. There was just like lots of wheat there. That's where the name comes from. Now that you mention it, you was vaguely aware of that historic use of corn. Bale wall, I guess, maybe. Wheat wall. But yeah, the interesting historic English fact, hay wall. Well, no, because corn is specifically talking about the kernel, specifically talking about the edible seed of the wheat plant. So I don't think talking about like the stem, which is inedible, would be a fair comparison. You know, now we just use the word wheat to talk about it. So yeah, so theoretically speaking, it would be a wheat wall, I guess. Although I don't know if wall meant the same thing back then as it does now. I don't know that much. Maybe it just meant like a swath of land, like when we say like red wall seats and blue wall seats. The first quest man DMs. First quest yielding DMs. One moment. One moment. Which is the first request of yours of DMs? Because you sent me lots of requests and DMs over the time. If you're talking about the raid, the raid message, I'm planning to do that. Don't worry, that will be done today. Yeah, I'm planning to do that today. Don't worry. We'll do it now then. No, because I can't. I've not got the attention span. I've not got the attention span to think about it and talk at the same time, okay? I was going to stream to 99, but I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to raid out and we're going to do a dash to 99 stream tomorrow. And so I'm literally at the forum, like I'm going to raid out, and then I will. How complicated to implement such a... It's not complicated, it's I've got to think about what details I want to add to the specific sections where I need to add details. Does that make sense? Literally, my plan is get 4 hours, raid out, do that. That is literally the plan. And then get food most probably after I've done that. I'm not super hungry right now, but I'm getting there. You know? So it's not that implementing. Maybe do it before you raid out. Why? What difference does it make? It's not, this command isn't... Oh! 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 I'm an idiot. Right. I'm an idiot. I was looking, I thought that was all one message and I was so confused. But now I see that it is 2 separate messages. I understand. I can do that right now. That I can do right now. Exclamation point RM. It should be RM. This is one of the times where it should... Yeah, I completely... There we go. Yeah, I was completely confused because I read that as one entire chunk of thing, and I was slightly confused because of that. But after I, like, realized it was 2 separate messages, After I realised it was 2 separate messages, I was like, oh, I see. And with that, guys, we are going to raid out. Well, no, because mods might not always be in chat, and I'll probably forget to do it. We'll see if it gets abused, and if not, it'll be fine. If it does get abused, then we can limit it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We actually made it to the 4-hour mark. Incredible, incredible. Guys, thank you so much. I massively appreciate it. Have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, or evening. Whether you watch this live as a VOD or on YouTube. Guys, look after yourselves. Stay safe. And last but not least, as always, is copy the goddamn raid message and cheerio.